10th bride's the charm. Jensen mocks as the driver pulls up in front of Moonshine's pack house. Shut up. Eric snaps at him, both of you shut your fucking mouths. Before you say something you regret. He will never learn. My wolf, Arrow muses. The driver pulls open the door. Just give me a second, I need to speak to my men. The door closes and neither one of them speaks. She isn't like the others. Don't speak to her, don't look at her. And you Jensen, keep your fucking hands to yourself, or you might just lose them this time. I was more rattled than usual. Neah was different to previously selected mates. I didn't know what it was or whether it was because I was used to confident women, but there was something about her. And Arrow appeared to like her too, more than any of the others. I had to have her. I mean it. I snap at Jensen's smug face, being my brother won't change my mind. He runs his fingers over his lips, as though he is zipping them shut. They follow me from the car. Standing in front of the old pack house, all three of us stare up at it. Because until a month ago, I knew nothing about them, and even after my visit, all I had learned was that Alpha Trey is a dick. My knuckles hammer on the door. It's barely open an inch when I force myself through, making his beta stumble back. I spotted her straight away, hiding herself behind a corner. Are you ready? I call out. If you just want to. Beta Kyle starts. I was not talking to you. I was speaking to Neah. The expression on Beta Kyle's face was a picture. His jaw hangs open and his eyes are wide. It was obvious he had never been told what to do, even by his alpha. Neah steps out from her hiding spot, clutching a barely full carrier bag. She drags her teeth across her bottom lip and nods her head. Where are the rest of your things? I told you everything needs to be packed, that's all she has. Trey snorts as he makes his appearance. That's it. I stare at him. That's all her belongings. She's what, in her early 20s, and that's all she has. What more does she need? His beta sneers. Kill him, let me rip out his throat, and he will regret the day he crossed us. What are you waiting for? I hear a horrible shrill voice that seems to vibrate through the floors. Looking away from the beta, I see a woman holding on to a statue of herself that sat at the bottom of the stairs. Her blonde hair hung in waves around her face as her green eyes studied me, and she sways her hips as she moves to Trey. I noticed Neah's reaction yesterday. When I asked Trey where his mate was, her whole body had tensed up in fear. She was afraid of this woman, and I wanted to know why. Take her alpha, Dane. I'm sure she will be as useful a slave to you as she is to us. Her shrill voice goes straight through me. Look at the stupid girl, she's going to pass out. The blonde bimbo laughs. You don't get to talk about her like that anymore. I glare at the blonde. She is not your toy. She is not your slave, and I suggest that you, Alpha Trey, keep your wife in check. There is only so much disobedience that I will tolerate. Disobedience. The woman screeches just as Neah's ass hits the floor. How dare you? If anyone is disobedient, it's that rat in the corner. Who the fuck is she calling a rat? Arrow growls, done. Trey mutters, good, you can get her out of my house. Tree's mate screeches. If I had it my way, I would just take Neah, then I wouldn't have to put up with the twats, but this way, they can't have her back. Even if they begged. A contract was a contract, and it was impossible for them to get out of. Getting to my feet, I hold a hand out to Neah. Come, we are leaving this shithole before I lose my temper. Her warm fingers slip into my hand as she rises to her feet. Her other hand clutches the bag to her chest. As she walks with me to the front door, she didn't even look back to say goodbye, and that confirmed everything I needed to know. She hated them as much as they hated her. She pauses at the open front door, her hand falling from mine. Her blue eyes are wide as she stares at the limo. Come. I instruct. Eric and Jensen are standing behind her, watching her curiously. Is she okay? Eric links me. Neah. I step in front of her and she doesn't move. She seems to be staring right through me. It's time to go. Okay. Her lips barely move. She takes a step forward, almost as if she is in slow motion. Her hands grip the door frame. Her knuckles turn white as her heartbeat increases. Her lips part a little and her hand falls from the doorframe just as her eyes roll to the back of her head. "I've got you," I mutter, catching her just before she hits the floor. Her entire body tenses up as I lift her and carry her to the car. She was so weak and was even lighter than I expected. She probably didn't weigh much more than a small child.